Hey everyone, it's Mark Weens. I'm in Manila, Philippines, and I am sitting down. It's actually a little past lunch, so it's mid-afternoon meal, and I am about to eat a Filipino food feast at a restaurant called Mang Toots. At Mang Toots, you'll find a full variety of local Filipino dishes. However, one of their specialties that no one goes to Mang Toots without ordering, and even many people come to Mang Toots just to eat them, are their famous banana ramas. In order to make their famous banana rama, a slice of banana is wrapped into a thin lumpia wrapper. It's then deep fried to a golden crisp and set aside. Next, a sugary syrup mixture that almost has a caramel taste to it is simmered. At the perfect timing, all the crunchy banana rolls are added to the syrup and tossed so that all the syrup coats them evenly. Finally, a generous amount of sesame seeds are sprinkled in the mixture, and it's tossed until everything is perfectly golden and coated in all of that syrup. What awaits you is one of the best crispy sweet banana treats that you might ever taste. Jackfruit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can I have jackfruit?
Try our sisig or kebab.
And also sisig.
Will not suffice for the one order, sir.
Okay, and then sisig and chicken kebab. Okay. What time are you open till?
Up to 9, they're gonna cook around 4:30 again, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. So we got on the end of lunch. And then two rice. Yes, please. This is a very local Filipino food restaurant, and it's very famous actually throughout all of Manila. But it's located right next to the University of Santo Tomas. So a lot of students eat here, and it's a good place just to hang out. What I love immediately about coming to this restaurant is the pastel green color. These tables, I love that paint color. The one thing I have to admit to you is that I'm not here at the most ideal time due to just circumstances, and then also due to Manila traffic. We didn't get here quite when we wanted to. So a couple of the dishes are already finished for lunch, and we're here right before dinner starts, or maybe an hour before dinner starts. So we're here kind of in between lunch and dinner stage. Luckily, they still had a couple of their signature dishes that I wanted to try. I got a cup of rice here, and it comes with a soup on the side. I'll put the soup over here on the side, and a wonderful cup formation of rice. What I really want to start with is the Bicol Express. I spent about a couple of months in the Philippines many years ago, and Bicol Express was one of my go-to dishes, something I always relied upon. It's a dish of pork plus coconut milk, and it's also known for including lots of chilies. So it's one of my favorite dishes, and I cannot wait to try it here. So the pork is all chopped up into bite-sized pieces. It is a little bit oily, and then you can just see how thick the coconut cream is. It's not like a curry, but it's more of like a curdled coconut cream sauce. And then there's some green chilies in here. Bicol Express is one of those dishes that, it's just wonderful. It's a little bit oily, but what I really like about it is it really focuses the flavor on the coconut cream. It's not very spicy, but it does have a very fragrant green chili flavor to it. Next up, I believe that this is a jackfruit curry, and I think it's coconut milk as well. Maybe young jackfruit, and then maybe some onions in here as well. And this looks delicious. Jackfruit curry is always an option I love to choose when it's available. Again, very nice with the coconut milk, and it's salty, and then maybe that's onions that I'm tasting. The actual pieces of jackfruit are very soft and tender, and then it has a very nice, I think it's maybe an oniony taste, along with lots of garlic in there as well. And then again, some really rich, really thick, buttery coconut milk. Next up, we got some sisig, and this is one of the national dishes of the Philippines. It is a combination of I think it's mostly pork face, which is grilled or roasted and then chopped up, minced up, and then it's topped with onions and chilies, and then calamansi. You squeeze it on top for some citrusy flavor, and I'll go for a bite here. Get some of those onions. That is extraordinarily porky, and it has an amazing smoky taste to it. And also, you cannot eat sisig without mentioning the different textures that you get in your mouth. You can taste the little pieces of skin, which are a little bit chewy or a little bit kind of rubbery in texture. Then you've got definitely some gelatinous bits in there, plus some like meaty bits in there. You've got the full range of textures in every bite that you take when you eat sisig. That is a very smokily fragrant plate of sisig here. As I was taking that last bite of sisig, I saw that they pulled a brand new batch of what is probably their most famous dish, and it's actually a dessert at this restaurant at Mang Tuts. When you say Mang Tuts, many people know them for this dessert. People order them by the giant batch, so they're packing up huge orders. And then the owner, she really nicely, she gave us a fresh plate of them right out of the oil. And when you order them, they put them onto a plate, and then she sprinkles on, I think it's some kind of a sugar, fragrant sugar mixture. I think the best way to, these are little, wow. That is so crispy that you can barely even poke your fork through it. So I think you gotta stab pretty hard. All right, I think I'm just gonna go right in. I'm not even big on sweets. I don't even like sweets very much, but this is really, really good. You can like really taste the flavor of the banana, like a multiplied banana taste. And then it's really creamy and soft. And then that outer wrapper is just completely crispified. It is pretty sweet. It almost tastes like it has a honey glaze on it, plus that extra sprinkle of sugar. That is hot and fresh. Okay, I gotta continue eating my meats now. Okay, next up, I'm gonna try some of their liempo. And actually, this is a dish that I got the final little portion of it. She just scooped it out of the bottom of the pan for me. She said I could have the last bit. And it is grilled pork belly. You can see the layers of the meat. If you love pork, that's just salty, smoky, fatty, meaty, wonderful pork. I'm gonna chase that with some soup. That's pretty salty, but very light. It just has a little bit of a cabbage flavor. The last dish I got, this is the chicken kebab, which is Mang Tuts is also known for their chicken kebab. Look at that plate. For the chicken kebab, they were grilled on skewers, and they're pretty good sized chicken kebabs. I think there's chicken, there's pineapple, there's some chilies on there. And then when I ordered it, she grabbed one of the chicken kebabs, she de-skewered it onto a plate, and then ladled on some different sauces. One of them looks kind of mayonnaise-y, and then one of them almost looks like a teriyaki soy sauce glaze. And so there's a bunch of things going on this plate of kebab. This is not your ordinary kebab. It's hard to tell if that's mayonnaise or cheese. It's still hard to tell if that's mayonnaise or cheese. I think it's mayonnaise. And almost a little bit of a Thousand Island dressing type of taste. It's a little bit dry, but it does have a good flavor. And also one thing I wanted to mention is right behind me, there's a little convenience store. So there's the restaurant, which serves all the food to the left-hand side, and then right here there's a little convenience store. So you can get everything you need. Ying and I took a seat right here it's actually on the sidewalk, but then outside it's such a popular restaurant that they have tents set up, which is actually on the road. So you can sit outside underneath the tent, or you can come in here on the sidewalk and get a more of a sheltered street food table to sit at. Now that I've taste tested all of the different dishes, I'm circling back around to the Bicol Express. Oh yeah. Again, you have so many different textures of the pork. It is soft, kind of tender in some parts, then kind of like almost like jerky in some parts. And then you've got the tenderness of the fat, plus the kind of chewy rubberiness of the skin. All the textures of the pig are in every single pork dish. Ying and I just finished with that pork feast. Amazing Filipino food here at Mang Tuts. And as I was sitting here, what I really like about this place is not only the food, but just the friendly atmosphere. A lot of students come here just to grab a quick bite on the go. They have some of the classic Filipino dishes, good food, good friendly atmosphere. I'm definitely feeling a little heavier after that meal. I'm gonna end this video right now. I wanna say a big thank you to you for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, click like on this video, and also I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. And then also make sure you click subscribe. I'm gonna be sharing with you lots more food and travel videos. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you again for watching. Goodbye from Manila.